But what we have in Westeros, of course, living or patrolling the wall, is the Night's Watch. It's a place where all the brothers are equal, where your past doesn't matter, where you can get on in life and, by the power of your sword.
Well, Lord Snow, it appears you're the least useless person here.
I think there's certainly an element of that in some of the warrior monks of the Middle Ages.
Hear my words and bear witness to my vow. Night gathers, and now my watch begins.
A lot of the stuff about the Night's Watch comes from the church militant of the Crusades, the Templars and the Hospitallers. They were sworn to poverty and obedience. They were sworn to chastity.
I shall take no wife. Yes, that's in there. There's no denying that. I shall father no children. It's very specific. But what our vows have to say about other activities is open to interpretation.
But they were also warriors, and there were several different orders, though the one that lasted the longest was a Knights Hospitaller, who initially began in the hospital in Jerusalem. Their great rival was the Templars, who were even more powerful.
Knights Templar, what do we know of the Knights Templar? Well, they were sworn to protect Jerusalem, did not have an ice wall around it, but nevertheless they had this duty to defend the Christian lands in the Middle East.
So there's, huge history of these military orders of essentially fighting monks.
Last time I saw Rob, he was in the courtyard of Winterfell. He was better than me at everything. I wanted to hate him, but I never could.
Jon Snow, I think, is everyone's favourite hero of Game of Thrones. And we really root for him because of his status in life. He's a bastard.
A bastard boy with nothing to inherit, off to join the ancient order of the Night's Watch.
In Westeros, Jon Snow finds his way in the world by becoming a soldier, by becoming a knightly character.
Lord Snow here grew up in a castle, spitting down on the likes of you. Do you think Ned Stark's bastard bleeds like the rest of us?
Noble and royal bastards would be in similar situations in the Middle Ages. They were quite aware that they weren't at the same level or had the same status within the family as their brothers and sisters.
The draw for a bastard like Jon Snow of going north to the Wall and joining the Night's Watch is that it's an opportunity for him to make a career for himself.
Welcome.
1,000-foot of ice wall, now that's a creative genius. We don't know of any ice walls like that. But we do have Hadrian's Wall. Hadrian's Wall's 70-plus miles. And the Romans did it. Why? Because they didn't really want the Scots down with them.
The wall was a defensive measure. It was Hadrian drawing the boundaries of the empire and saying, on this side, civilization, on that side, wilderness, madness, savagery, and we want to keep it there.
I'm sure the Scots today would be very offended to be compared to wildlings, but in the Middle Ages, that was exactly how they were seen, certainly in England.
When I came to write Ice and Fire, I knew I wanted to have a wall. But of course, in my philosophy of turning it up to 11, I actually turned it up to, I think, at least 37 in this case, because I made my wall 700 feet high and made of ice and magic, keeping out unimaginable evils beyond, instead of just Scotsmen.